In this episode, the stranger officiates the meal? What does that mean?
And on the flip side, we give our opinion on popular bachelor party activities. And how long is it going to take Mike to realize I'm wearing a robe in this episode? Well, you have to tune in to find out. Hit the music, Mike.
Once I was 7 years old, I wanted a podcast and do it with my best friend Matt Summers. Sorry, everybody. That was last minute. I wanted to try it and I failed, but we're being successful today in another episode of the Funny Business Podcast. My name is Mike. Alongside with me is my best friend. I failed again. My roommate for life, Mr. Matt Summers. Matt, how are you? How are things?
I am good, and I will be talking like this so I can properly speak the whole episode. No, I'm doing well. How are you doing? I don't really have much new. Yeah, tired. Why? What's up? What's on your mind?
We're cranking those 90s, even though we haven't played Fortnite in 2 weeks.
Yeah, no, it's damn work. How come work always gets in the way of the boys? That's not fair.
How come work interferes with fun?
Yeah, that's bullshit.
Well, Matt, I'm going to jump right into the segment.
Before you jump into the segment.
Oh, you're going for it. Okay.
I'm going to throw a little flip into you. We're going to do everybody's favorite segment, Who Tweeted?
Uh-huh.
However, it's not really a tweet. I want to throw this in the start just because it's fun.
All right. I'm ready.
Okay. So it's not really a tweet because I don't think this person knows what Twitter or X is. But there was a question this person was asked, and it was kind of what's the secret to your success over the years? And the answer, who tweeted, I can't give you all the ingredients to the hot dog. You might not like it. Who tweeted?
So who said?
Yeah, who said?
Who said it? Who yapped? So I have a feeling it is someone who was successful. Are they in the sports field?
Yes, they're in the sports field.
Okay, I'm gonna guess it's a coach.
That's also correct.
Oh, I mean, I want to say it's Mike Tomlin, but Mike Tomlin. Final answer.
You're so good at this game. That is Mike Tomlin.
Yes,
it's like a great answer. What are the all-time great quotes from him? Yeah, I you know what? He's right. I don't think I would like to know what all is in a hot dog.
And it was so funny because today I was actually talking about hot dogs with an alum, and it was too funny. That's so funny you brought it up.
It's an all-time quote.
Yeah, we really don't know how success is made, just like a hot dog.
Yeah, everybody's success is different, just like different types of hot dogs taste different. You got Nathan's, you got Sabrett's, you got Ballpark Franks, little weenies, little smokies.
Little weenie hot juniors.
Yeah, vegan hot dogs.
Uh-huh.
Shout out Joey Chestnut.
Yeah. Well, Matt, speaking of a makeup of a hot dog, I got 5 things for you today.
Okay.
So, we usually play What's the Word with Mr. Matthew.
Yep.
We are, instead of on randomwordgenerator.com, we are on randomwordgenerator.com/sentence.
Random sentence generator?
Yes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click generate random sentences. Matt, right now I have a number of sentences to be just one sentence, but would you like to increase it to 2?
No, I would like one sentence.
Okay. So I will read the sentence out loud and we have to interpret what it means.
Okay. I like this.
How many clicks?
7.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Okay, here we go. So the first one of 5. Jason lived his life by the motto, anything worth doing is worth doing poorly. That's tough.
That is, yeah. Anything that's worth doing is worth doing poorly. So I guess that means that anything that you want to do, it's worth taking the chance that it's not going to work out, which means take risks. So he lived his life by the motto of always taking risks.
I interpret it as such that something that is worth doing, you had to have done it poorly first.
Okay.
So I think from a place of if you wanted to learn how to code, or better yet, learn how to paint, you had to do it poorly at one time in your life.
Yeah, and I think most people that are successful in something probably do poorly at first, at least the start. I think you got to kind of learn the tricks of the trade.
Okay, moving on to sentence number 2.
Yeah.
I'm a great listener. really good with empathy versus sympathy and all that, but I hate people. So let's break it down.
Yeah, good listener.
I'm a great listener.
Yeah.
Really good with empathy versus sympathy. Maybe we need to break that down a little bit.
Yeah, so maybe understanding instead of just feeling like reacting.
So, for those at home, empathy is the ability to understand and share someone else's feelings, while sympathy is a feeling of concern for someone who is going through a difficult time.
All right, so if he empathizes, not sympathizes, and hates people, it kind of sounds like this person's just tolerating conversations.
Like he's not filling his bucket for her or they.
Yeah. Like, yes, I'm going to listen and I can understand, but I also don't want to be here right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, which then really that does you no good being a good listener. You're not going to like feel anything.
I think that's a superpower right there. Like to be able to, so I think more so with sympathy to be able to, empathy. What did he say? Oh, empathy versus sympathy. To be able to understand and share someone else's feelings, but not feel anything. Like that's a superpower.
Yeah, is that a good superpower to have?
I didn't say it was. I didn't say it was good. It was just a power that was
just
super
power. Okay, yeah,
I got the power.
It's like a force choke. Like, that's not a good power to have, but it's power.
It's power.
Yeah.
Sounds like a Kanye song.
It's a good comparison.
All right. This one's going to be a stumper. The stranger officiates the meal.
Stranger officiates the meal. What's the official definition on officiates?
Officiates?
Yeah.
So my first thing that came to mind, officiate is an act as an official in charge of something as a sporting event or wedding officiate.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. What's your first thought?
This is a philosophical way to explain a waiter or a waitress.
So I took it as the opposite. Like it's the customer officiating the meal that they receive, because they are the waiter has probably, or waitress has probably tried the food. Okay. So they're trying to sell you on it. So they're like, so the chef is LeBron James. Okay. The waiter in this scenario is JJ Redick, and with his podcast, he's trying to sell that the Lakers will actually be good. And then us as the consumer of the NBA will watch the sport or eat the food and be like, no, this actually sucks. Yeah. Because if you think about it like in real life, the waiter waitress knows the food, but us, if we go to a new restaurant, we are the stranger. And if someone then asks us a week later, hey, what'd you think of the food at that place? We are officiating the food.
I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Yeah, my brain is firing right now.
It's firing on all cylinders.
Just the pistons are. And I lost it. Yep, there it goes. That was quick.
Firing on all cylinders. My pistons are chugging.
Yeah. I said Pistons, and my mind went to the Detroit Pistons, and then I was like, well, they suck at basketball. And then, yeah. All right.
He did what in his cup? All right, Matt, our fourth sentence. She found his complete dullness interesting.
Okay. So the date went so bad, and he was very bland that she's like, what is this guy really like? Yeah. I think that's how you go with it. What do you think?
Or maybe it is how do I explain to him I don't want to go on a second date, and like I liked nothing from him, and it's more like, well, I thought your dullness was interesting.
Could you imagine being told that after a first date? I would give up on dating. I mean, that's one of the worst comments you can get from a first date.
I would hope it'd be like something pivotal in your dating scene that like you would kind of be a little bit more brighter. Like you don't have to be as bright as the sun, but maybe just a light bulb, you know, like just add a little bit of brightness to your day.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, be tough.
All right, last one. My mind went somewhere else. The hawk didn't understand why the ground squirrels didn't want to be his friend.
Okay. I'm fighting off a sneeze right now. I just want that. I'm really fighting it off. So my first thought was like maybe the hawk came down to like swoop up the ground squirrel. Was that what it was?
Okay. Yeah. The hawk didn't understand why the ground squirrels didn't want to be his friend.
Yeah. So then the squirrels start running away because they're like, oh, this hawk's trying to kill me. But the hawk's like, wait, why is the squirrel running away from me? Like I want to be friends.
What if all like the food chain like just got all excuse me. Why Why can't the food chain just get along? You know, like hawks, squirrels, krill, whale sharks.
Yep.
I just get along. You know,
That's nature, baby.
that's
That's nature. I don't know. I mean, that's like saying, why can't we get along with like fish? We're part of the food chain.
That's showbiz, baby.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Because then like I'd be scared that like the fish would like eat us. You know, my dad ate a fish on vacation.
Okay.
I think I shared this last time. It was called the sheep's head fish.
Yes.
But he got a new one at the same restaurant like a year later. Yeah, it was pretty cool. It is called an Atlantic wolf fish.
No.
Yeah, there's a hold it up to the camera. There's the wolf fish.
Oh, with the teeth.
Yeah, pretty nasty looking. He said it was tasty though.
There you go.
Imagine that thing bite you in the ankle.
Nope.
But that'd be cool. Like you could say you survived a fish bite.
I survived a fish attack.
A fish. Yeah.
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 Fish lost its eye. Now it's only fish.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, for funsies, number of sentences 5. Oh my god.
5. I was gonna say 2.
No,
Holy
5.
shnikes.
All right. This makes no sense and I love it. The heat. He was the type of guy who liked Christmas lights on his house in the middle of July. The glacier came alive as the climbers hiked closer. They called out her name time and again, but were met with nothing but silence. She let the balloon float up into the air with her hopes and dreams.
Well, the first 2 sentences, I went heat miser and snow miser. Other than that, I got lost. I don't know. It seems like Mother Nature.
I'm going to ask ChatGPT to flow these sentences better.
Okay, good. Yeah. Yeah, that seems like Mother Nature trying, and like the neighborhood is like her kids each have a house in the neighborhood.
You ready for this?
Yeah.
The heat pressed down as he admired the Christmas lights still twinkling on his house, even in the middle of July. In the distance, a glacier seemed to stir, coming alive as climbers made the approach. They called out her name repeatedly, their voices swallowed by the surrounding silence. Meanwhile, she stood apart, releasing the balloon into the sky, letting her hopes and dreams drift with it. And that, my friends, is how the Book of Twilight was made.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Still a better love story than Twilight.
Yes. Great song that came out of Twilight, though. 1,000 Years.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That song.
Great song.
Christina Perry. 1,000 years.
Good wedding song. If you don't
1,000 years?
Yeah, if you don't think about the fact that it's from Twilight, it's a good wedding song.
We actually have our first dance song picked out.
Nice.
Yes.
I feel like that's probably an easy one to pick. No?
So, totally off tangent, but here we go. We originally thought Falling in Love with You, not the Elvis. Yeah, so not the Elvis Presley one, but
yeah, there's another good version of that.
Yeah, so we kind of thought like, oh, this is cute, this is wonderful. Like we actually officially slow danced together to that song at another wedding that we were invited to. But then as we started going to more weddings, we started hearing it more, and we're like, do we really want this when like we've heard it so much? So we have one ready. Hopefully it's gonna be amazing.
That's interesting. I don't think I've ever heard that song at a wedding.
Yeah. Yeah, funnily enough, you were at the same wedding I was, and you didn't hear it.
Yeah, no, I don't recall. You're telling me now for the first time.
Yeah.
To be fair, that wedding was so... I mean, every guy was basically naked on the dance floor.
Yeah, but this was actually before we got naked.
Yeah, okay, yeah, sure. I'll take your word for it. Yeah, okay, cool. Congratulations. It's a big moment.
Thank you.
Yes.
We're still working on our slow song, you and I.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maid of honor and best man dance.
Maid of I don't know. That's on the podcast.
Do we have a cover song of Show Me Your
Number 2, please?
You know? Yeah, I'm back, bitches. Women. Okay, I'm done.
Yep. Let's pivot really quick.
Yeah, that was random sentence generator. Well, we might do it again. I liked it. I enjoyed it.
I had fun. I always do. I always have fun with you. I love you.
Are you having fun? Here we go.
And with that, we're going to slide on into the second half of the show. We're going to do some check the ratings. So Mike, you may or may not know this. I have a bachelor party to plan next year.
Oh, I didn't
Yeah.
know that.
No, you didn't know that.
I
Oh,
didn't, apparently.
apparently. So today, we are going to check the ratings on bachelor party activities.
Oh,
Yes.
man, I hope you find some good answers here.
Yeah, none of the answers you say will be used against you.
Wait a minute, are you wearing a robe today?
I was going to save this for the end of the podcast because you just didn't bring it up. I thought, so for the listeners, I am wearing a robe. I thought for sure Mike was going to instantly react even before we started recording. He didn't say a single word about it. So I was like, in my head, I'm like, all right, I'm going to let this fly to the end of the show and then wearing it up.
I can't see the middle because it's covered by the microphone, okay?
You can't tell this looks like a robe. What did you think I was wearing?
The back looked like a hoodie, and you wear a sweatshirt a lot.
I can't pull it down. I was going to do the Emperor Palpatine.
The robe comes with a hoodie.
Henceforth,
holy shit,
you should be known as Darth Vader.
Darth Vader.
Yes, I am wearing a robe. I had to take a shower right before this podcast. It was really sweaty and dusty and gross from work.
What's underneath?
Hair. So
are you?
What? What, you want me to prove it to you right now?
Are you naked? Is this the first time we ever had a naked podcast?
No, I'm not naked. I'm wearing a robe and Crocs. I do have Crocs on. Not in sport mode though.
That's oh my god.
Yeah, I just didn't. I also wanted to see your reaction to me wearing a robe, and you just didn't react to me wearing a robe for the first half of the show.
I love it.
Yes. So check the ratings on bachelor party activities. Mike, anything you say or do will not be used against you.
Sure.
First up is camping.
What type of camping?
In the woods.
Like pitch tent or glamping?
You know what? Let's go with glamping. Right, I got to change that on my phone.
I think if it was pitching a tent, I would say it's overrated, but I think glamping, is properly rated.
What if you pitch a tent while glamping?
Metaphorically speaking, or?
Yes.
Help. Mom, come pick me up. I'm scared.
or what if you glamp for like 2 days and then one day you rough it out in the woods?
That's properly rated.
Okay, yeah. When's the last time you went camping / glamping?
We went camping. Jenna and I went with Phil. Oh God, when was that? It was the summer. Wow. Oh my gosh, when did we go? It was like it was either a year and a couple months or like a couple months into us dating. I have to check.
In the summer of 69. I'm going to say properly rated too. I don't really go camping or glamping often. Haven't in a long time. But I feel like it's a good bonding time with you and groomsmen and the groom. Anyone else who's on the bachelor party. I feel like that's a really good bonding moment. Golfing.
Oh, underrated.
Underrated, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? Screw it. I'll say underrated too.
Now, depending on everybody else that's participating, they might say it's overrated. But
yeah,
I've come to a point now where like you could get upset at yourself, but at the end of the day, you're just having fun.
Yeah, that's the beauty of golf. Yep. You're going to have 9 horrible shots in a row and one good one just sucks you right back in. I also feel like a good alternative if like not everybody's a big golfer is just like Topgolf because everybody can swing a club, get some food, eat a beer, just chill. You know, it's a cool environment. Like that's really cool.
I like it.
Next up, paintball.
I'm going to have to go how they hurt overrated, but like the thrill of it, I'm going to say properly rated.
What do you mean the thrill of it? Explain that for me. Like I've never been paintballing for the record.
So I was once. If you get hit in a certain way, it hurts.
Like in the gonads?
No. Like paintball to like your thigh.
Ooh.
Or to your arm. Like if it lands a certain way, you have a welt. Yeah, that hurts. But the thrill of it, like, I think it's fun.
Yeah, I've never done it. I have heard it hurts.
Mm-hmm.
I've wanted to do it. I will also say overrated, just because like that is an activity that like everyone really needs to be in the mood to do. I feel like. So if you get like 2 guys in the group that don't want to, I feel like the whole vibe's kind of gonna get like brought down.
I think not that I'm Not that I'm saying this is going to be used against me or for me, but I think the group that I have for my wedding would totally be cool with it.
Yeah, no, yeah, I think they would. Yeah.
Phil is on my team, though.
Well, no. You don't get the.
I get to pick.
No. This is your bachelor party. You don't get to do shit.
Oh,
You get to make a single decision.
all right.
That's a joke. I love you. Bar crawl, or you have to say bar crawl, but just like maybe like going to a brewery.
I would say rated. I think there needs to be an activity involved, like brewery that has like either your cornhole or your yard games or your darts, like something that there could be a little pool, perhaps.
Okay. I'm also gonna say properly rated. I think it'd for something like bachelor party cool to like go to one no one's been to before, so it's a new experience, and also maybe like a really popular like one that's like not a destination that you gotta like fly to, but if you're like in the area or there's one like a few hours away, like going to a new one, like it's kind of a thrill of like really cool new brewery.
Well, I know one that's a 5-hour drive from here that I would totally go.
I don't know it off the top of my head. Next up, backyard barbecue. In this scenario, this includes activities. This includes the grilling foods. This includes beer. Just guys being dudes.
I would say underrated. I like for some reason it's like a staycation almost. Like I like the idea of like being on like a back deck and like comfy chairs and then like having yard games or like a campfire. Like I like it.
It's not bad. I'm gonna say properly rated. And the only reason why it's a lot of fun, it's easy to do, but it'd be hard to like distinguish from just like a random Saturday just getting the guys together.
Simple is good sometimes.
I think I know your answer to this one. Maybe I don't. Casino.
I'm gonna say overrated.
Okay.
I don't know. Like I think you can find something that's comparable without wasting money.
Yeah, I'm gonna say properly rated. And I'm saying properly because it can be either one of the three. It can be overrated if you lose. It can be properly if you break even or come close, and it can be underrated if you win. There's no way to measure your expectation going in.
I wonder how funny it would be per an itinerary to put a pool of money together and like something that's affordable for the group and like put it all in red. See what happens. Like that's part of it.
All right. Hold on. Well, as everybody knows, and I've experienced this recently, there's nothing better than gambling with your friends. That is a fact. Gambling together, like on the same thing, nothing better. That sounds absolutely freaking electric. Could you imagine?
If everybody gives $50,
that's exactly the number I had in my head.
And there's 5 of us, it's $250 on red or black.
Yeah, that's electric.
Gets to pick the color.
that is electric.
And then we go there. If we win,
yep,
drinks all like that's my threshold. Like if we win, we get the money back. We go to the bar or go to the food place. But if we lose, we go somewhere else.
We got to do that one time. Holy shit, that sounds awesome. That's great. Man. Next up, fishing.
Trent would say it'd be underrated, but I haven't fished in a while.
Same.
I say properly rated though.
Yeah, I probably haven't gone fishing since honestly I was in like early elementary school.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say overrated. Just because I don't know. I feel like if I'm fishing and like let's say you're in a lake, I'd rather just have like a pontoon boat and just kind of just like
lazy river.
Boat. Yeah, lazy river paddle board, like something like that. Next up, an escape room.
I think that would just be funny. I would say it's properly. I think it would be hysterical.
Why?
I'm just thinking like there's sorry, I'm like obviously picturing myself, but there's the 3 brothers. There's the 3 of us that will just bitch at each other. And then you and I always get at it. And then there's probably poor Mark who's just like, guys, I don't know who to side here, but we need to figure this out.
I feel like Mark would have it solved in the first 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And we'd all just be slowing him down. We'd all just slow him down. Am I wrong on that assumption?
I
only have 4 more.
Okay.
Next up is a road trip.
I I feel like you can put a road trip on what you're doing. So I'm
Yeah.
gonna say properly rated.
Okay, I'm gonna say overrated, and I'm keeping this strictly as like that is the bachelor party is doing a road trip because that sounds like hell. Like
Yeah.
imagine you're doing a road trip and like halfway to the destination, like you get a flat. Bachelor party ruined. That's it. But yes, you're right. In any bachelor party, like you could make it like a road trip to get to a place for like a weekend. Next up, axe throwing.
See, I feel like again that can be part of any of the things you suggested, but I feel like that's almost very close to like a golf simulator almost.
Yeah, I guess. How many times have you done axe throwing?
Once.
Same. It was fun. Would I want to do it on a bachelor party? Maybe. I wouldn't want to spend a lot of time there. I feel like that's an activity that it's fun to do. However, if you keep doing it constantly, it kind of gets stale.
Mm-hmm.
Just like the axe. So I will say properly rated. Second to last, smoking cigars.
Probably the only time I'll say overrated. I don't know. I don't get the thrill of that.
Yeah, I've never smoked in my life.
Same.
Yep. Do you think we're the only podcast in the world that doesn't do drugs?
God,
Or a podcast like us that doesn't do drugs? There's obviously religious podcasts, I'm sure, out there.
They're not like us. They're not like us.
Do the Super Bowl, by the way. Shout out Kendrick Lamar. Yeah.
That's that They Not Like Us is probably going to be the only song they play the whole time. So,
well, did you see the conspiracy theory around the Super Bowl halftime performance?
No.
Do you know who's the head of the committee of
Drake?
Choosing that? No, Jay-Z.
Oh,
People are saying Jay-Z picked Kendrick because he wanted to like really take another jab at Drake to make, I guess, Jay-Z look better in the historical. Yeah, it was wild. It can't be that in depth. I think Jay-Z probably just likes Kendrick. All right, last up, final one, bachelor party activities. Check the rating going to a sporting event. He's thinking.
Properly rated. I'm gonna think because of cost, it's overrated.
Yes, cost is definitely gonna suck unless you get like really good tickets or cheap tickets.
Mm-hmm.
I think it kind of goes to like the backyard barbecue. I think you can kind of do something like that anytime. Yeah, I don't know, because then also like if you're all a fan of one team and you go to see that team and they lose, like that's gonna suck.
Right.
Like I feel like you got to pick activities at bachelor parties that's not going to bring the mood down. You just got to keep the vibes going constantly.
Vibes are immaculate.
Vibes must be immaculate at all times.
Oh boy.
Yeah, so that was check the ratings. Yeah, I'm getting into planning mode, I guess.
Well, hopefully that helped. I mean, hopefully that was fun to learn more about what my thoughts are on activities.
Yeah.
For a group of people.
For a group of gentlemen, distinguished gentlemen.
Could just see like the supercut of me just saying like, what if we put everything on black? And it's like, what's the song called for, oh gosh, it's from
Painted
Project
Black?
X. Oh, frick. What's the
Just
song? No, I can't. Shoot. What was it? Oh, Get Up.
Get Up.
Yeah. Dun, 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 dun,
Oh,
dun,
yeah.
dun, 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 dun,
So
dun,
I
dun,
told
dun,
you to
dun.
sing it. You said no, and then you just sang it.
Well, I didn't like shut up, Matt. Keep your robe on, all right? Why don't you pull the rope a little tighter there? I could just imagine a supercut of that. It'd be awful.
Yeah. How less
So-
would it be though if we won?
Oh
Damn.
God.
Oh,
Or
my
even
gosh.
if we lost. Like that'd be so funny. Like
Yeah, because like you said, if everybody throws in 50, like it's only 50
it's only 50.
or whatever you want to throw. A 50 is a
Yeah.
good number.
50 is a good number. So
God, that'd
Well,
be electric.
well, maybe something where Matt has to spend a little bit. So maybe you can head on over to our Twitch stream and maybe donate the $50. Or you could just donate $250 one time. And then we could just not use our money and
you will be the sponsor of
Yeah, the
the
sponsor.
bachelor party.
Jesus.
Could you imagine? Welcome to Mike's Bachelor Party, sponsored by.
Logical error. Anywho, if you want, I don't know if you want to or not, but beacons.ai/funnybusinesspod, all that good stuff there with our merch. Gotta put my logo up on my chest.
That's a nice
Sit
looking
with the
shirt there.
chest. Yeah, got some chesties for the resties. All right, Matt, Mr. Matthew,
Yes.
what is your advice for the good people, the listeners of the Funny Business World?
Well, fall is approaching. I almost did check the ratings on fall things. However, then I remembered I believe we did that last year.
I believe we did do that.
We did. I had everything set up and I was like, nope, we did this. However, what is coming up? Halloween. Get those Halloween costumes figured out, people. Don't be that person last minute to get your Halloween costume figured out. If you have a party, maybe you're going to bar crawl. Just get it figured out. Get it figured out early. Make sure you have enough time that looks good. And think of a good costume. Don't do the basic generic shit. Come up with something cool. April and I have a good couple's costume. I'm sad you can't join us on that bar crawl. But yeah, just get your costumes figured out.
Get your costumes figured out. David S. Pumpkin's a great recurring costume. Good explainer, good listener. Tommy Pickles is another good one too.
Yep. So is Sully from Monsters Inc.
Sully from Monsters Inc.
Yep. I made the Rodano's final.
You did?
Yeah.
And
then some things happened after that. And I didn't win.
I didn't win. That's okay. It's all good. So, yeah, keep on being spooky, not kooky. And until the next time, we'll see you all in the next episode.
Stay safe, everyone.